It was another normal day in Lego City, which means it was absolutely not normal at all. Somewhere between a robbery, a rocket launch, and a moon buggy heist, Chase McCain found himself asking the age-old question, how the brick did I end up here? Our story begins in the beautiful, crime-ridden chaos of Lego City. Chase, the most dramatic undercover cop you've ever seen, woke up, threw on his badge, and immediately crashed a stolen police car into a hot dog stand. Steering? Optional. Logic. Gone. But hey, the citizens cheered anyway. That's Lego for you. His first objective was simple: stop a robbery. Easy, right? Nope. Chase bursts onto the scene yelling, "I'm just a robber." Like that's ever worked as a cover. You know it's bad when the actual criminals are confused. Alarms go off, a priceless emerald rolls across the floor, and someone, probably Chase, accidentally sets off fireworks. Not stealthy, not smart, but somehow incredibly effective. As Chase escapes, emerald in hand, he mutters something like, "Just another Tuesday," and speeds off in a garbage truck he definitely wasn't supposed to be driving. It handles like a refrigerator on roller skates. I forgot how hard it is to steer these things, he says, swerving into a fruit cart. Again, somewhere, a Lego grandma is yelling, but there's no time to reflect. His next mission? Spy on a gang using high-tech surveillance equipment. Sounds cool, right? Except Chase accidentally takes a series of selfies instead of spying, dozens of them. Nose close-ups, chin shots. One of them is just his elbow. Oops. He says thought that was the zoom. Flawless detective work. Things only escalate. His boss, who's permanently stressed and probably takes bubble baths while crying, assigns him the weirdest job yet: steal a moon buggy from the Lego space. Center. Chase nods like this is totally fine. No follow-up questions, just vibes. The surveillance mission was supposed to be the easy part. All Chase had to do was set up on a rooftop, aim the camera, and snap a few incriminating photos of the gang doing shady deals down at the noodle bar. Simple, right? But if there was one thing Chase McCain excelled at, it was turning simple into chaotic. He crouched behind an air conditioning unit, trying to look professional as he unpacked a ridiculously high-tech surveillance camera that he absolutely did not know how to use. "Okay," he muttered, flipping it around in his hands. Lens goes in front, button goes on top, or maybe that's the coffee machine. He pressed something, and the camera immediately beeped and took a picture of his own confused face. Ah, great. That's evidence of me being an idiot. Determined, Chase peeked over the rooftop edge, spotting 3 gang members lurking by the noodle stand. One handed over a suspicious briefcase while another pointed wildly at a menu, probably arguing over dumplings. This was it, the perfect shot. He raised the camera, squinted dramatically like a movie detective, held his breath, and took another close-up of his own nostril. Why is this zoom reversed? He hissed, mashing buttons like a man defusing a bomb with no training. One gang member looked up suspiciously. Chase immediately ducked behind a cardboard box and held perfectly still, despite the fact that he was wearing bright yellow pants and literally breathing into the microphone of his communicator. He tried again. This time he stood, balanced precariously on the edge of a rusty pipe, stretched one leg out for better framing, and whispered, "Say cheese. Criminals. Snap." The photo captured the back of a pigeon flying by. "Oh, come on," he groaned. 10 minutes later, Chase had a memory card full of blurry noodles, pigeons, and 12 selfies. Chase McCain had survived robberies, ridiculous stunts, and accidentally photographing his own face instead of criminals, but nothing could have prepared him for the real nightmare, driving a Lego boat. As he approached the harbor, he was handed a set of keys and a mission: head to Apollo Island. "Take the boat," they said. "It's simple," they said. Chase stared at the vessel like it was an alien artifact. "This boat does not drive like a boat," he muttered the moment he stepped in. The second he started the engine, the boat leapt forward like it was being chased by a ghost shark. Chase jerked the wheel, trying to maintain some kind of path. But it was no use. The thing turned like a dump truck with greased tires. "Is this thing on rails? Why does it feel like I'm ice skating in a bathtub?" he shouted, barely missing a buoy. The boat wobbled, bobbed, and slid with every wave. At one point, it spun in a perfect circle for absolutely no reason, and Chase just screamed into the wind, "Why is this happening?" Every attempt to correct course only made things worse. To get in, he throws on a space helmet, strikes a pose, and struts into the space center like he owns the place. Guards look confused but say nothing. The power of confidence and poor security. Once inside, Chase does what anyone would do in an unfamiliar high-tech facility. Mash random buttons. Within seconds, alarms blare, red lights flash, and a voice over the PA yells, "Rocket prep initiated." Chase, panicking, mutters, whoops, but pretends it was all part of the plan. Classic. Now, under pressure and in way over his head, Chase locates the moon buggy. Then comes the wildest part, a top secret mission to sneak back into the space center and launch a rocket. This time, instead of pressing random buttons, Chase has a plan: distract the workers, sneak into the hangar, and somehow not trigger global panic. Spoiler, he triggers global panic. One wrong button and suddenly he's on the verge of launching himself into orbit. Sparks fly, fire bursts from the rocket's base, and somewhere a Lego dog howls at the chaos. "This was not in the job description," Chase shouts, gripping the moon buggy like it's his childhood teddy bear. Through sheer dumb luck or divine Lego intervention, he makes it out, barely. He's sweaty, he's shaken, and his vehicle looks like it went through a blender. But he's alive. It's exactly what you imagine a Lego golf cart mixed with a toaster and dreams of space. He hops in and floors it, except it moves like a sleepy turtle. This is the slowest getaway of my career, he mutters, bumping into every single object on the way out. His superior radios in with urgent news. The rest of the squad has mysteriously vanished. Like poof. No one's at the docks. No one's answering their radios. Where is everyone? The boss screams. Chase shrugs. Maybe they heard I was driving again. Despite the crew ghosting him, Chase presses on. He's got the moon buggy.